how can you communicate a change effectively with your audience? So first things first, let's plot where your audience are right now. So let's just put this here. Communicate change. Okay, right. So that's your communicating change objective. Where are they right now? Where are they right now? Okay, so they're used to something right now. They have certain expectations. Where are you meeting them right now? So what's their sort of state of mind like right now? Now you want to repeat this for all your stakeholders. All right, you want to repeat this for all of your stakeholders. This means you're going to have to map this a little bit. So let's do a triangle for something that you have to complete. Do a stakeholder map. That is your first action, and then come to this and record what is it that they are thinking right now. Now let's shift over here. Where do you want to go? Where do you want to go? And what is the current change or transition? So from here we have what's the change, what's the transition. Now once you've plotted this bit, you're going to see that there's a big gap between where you want to go and the current state of mind. And the current state of mind also will reflect the expectations that they have of you currently. So you've got to bridge this gap. You can't just jump straight to, guys, we're now going to do this wonderful change, regardless of acknowledging where you're at. So here comes the work. What you need to do first and foremost is acknowledge where they're at right now. Okay? Acknowledge. So they feel seen. Yep. Feel seen. They feel heard. Okay? Reiterate your mission. And you'll be reminded of your mission when you do this bit over here. Where do you want to go? Because, and task here is, what is your mission? What's your mission? And is where you are currently here different to your mission? Is where you want to go different to your mission? And my desk just moved up, my bad. Let's put that on lock. Right, so you want to acknowledge where they're at and what's going on right now for them. Reiterate your mission and then tell them what the steps are. Steps to change. If I carry on doing these, I'm going to have to sort my writing out. I mean, this is just how I write. I don't think I'd have to go super slow if I was going to do caps and super tidy caps. So let's sort of zoom out a little bit. Okay, let's just zoom out a little bit. That's better. Okay. When we are communicating change, we as business owners or the client are super focused on where we want to go, and we just want to get our people there. But we forget so much about where our audience is. So this map is really about audience awareness. And this isn't just, who they are. It's where they're at and what they've sort of come to expect of you. And so what you want to do is, before you communicate change, you need to do something along these lines, which is off the top of my head because I saw a few articles today on LinkedIn or somewhere, and it was again about communicating change. And I've had to do this with clients, and they sometimes in the past haven't taken my recommendations, but then they regret it later, because why wouldn't you regret it? Because you're serving your audience, so you need to be aware of what their state of mind is. Now, there's a bit over here where it might require some education. Okay, some education might be required, and that's where you're going to have to guide them. You might have to guide them. In which case, here, guidance, how you're going to take them through the steps. You're going to perhaps then require a strategy where you do this in a matter of, I don't know, 5 posts or 10 emails over a year. This sort of plan, this is your plan, right? Your plan has to be communicated over time. Think of it as a relationship, or actually even better, when you are an educator or a parent, you have to break things down for the student, for the dependent, the child. You can't just take them from where they are right now to where you want to be. And this could be done better, but for now, this is pretty much how I work for myself. I would not make this linear, because it's not always a linear process. And let's not fuss over a map. Let's get straight to the bones of it. So essentially what you want to do is, where are they now? Yep. And where do you want them to be? And make sure you know, who are they? So all of your stakeholders, who are they? And then if you need to remind them of your steps, your plan, your mission, remind yourself. What's the master plan? Once you've reminded yourself what your master plan is, you can then look at this entire thing and think, hang on a second, I'm way off. And actually you might then have to make an organizational change in order to meet this objective, because this objective of communicating change might just be something that you would like to do, but actually it doesn't really work with your master plan. Your master plan is something that you have to be reminded of. Is this actually where I wanted to go? So I've always sold caps, and now I'm selling coffee mugs. So I just want to sell them a coffee mug. But why are you selling coffee mugs? Because you originally got into selling merch because you want to get into apparel. So you were selling caps. Why are you now selling coffee mugs? That's a reminder of what your master plan was in the first place. And then if you do have to guide them, then sort of break things down and simplify things, really simplify things, break things down, simplify things, because you don't want to give them too much jargon, technical, strategic speak. Break things down into 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, okay? So initial, consistency, progress, evaluation. Okay, so you've got the initial announcement. So we have the announce, and kick off. Kick off. You want to be consistent with it, and you want there to be progress, and then you want to make your evaluation super duper transparent as much as possible. And so you would do that over here. So remember, acknowledge them. You know who they are and where they're at right now. So now acknowledge them. You reiterate your mission, and you've been reminded of what that is, and then the steps, break it down. That's your initial sort of approach to this. What a wonderfully tidy little map there, but I'll get better at this the more I do it, and you'll get better at it, and that's communicating effectively. The more you do it, you won't know straight away how to do it perfectly, but do it. Let your audience trust that you are committed to doing it, even if it's imperfect, and allow your voice, your words to resonate with your audience, and then iterate. I'm just like a house track. Iterate. Like, let yourself just, revise, review, tweak, etc., etc. Look at this wonderful map. And that's that's to kick things off. Let me know your thoughts. You know how to get in touch with me. I'll see you in the next one.